All right, Matt, first fight on the prelim portion of our card this weekend. UFC Brasilia coming at us from the Ginásio Nelson in Brasilia, Brazil. This is one at women's bantamweight between Veronica Macedo and Bea Malecki. And Matt, this is an interesting fight because Veronica Macedo, at the end of last year, she was booked in a couple of different bouts. One against former KSW champ Ariane Lipski, another one against Amanda Lemos. That one actually at 115 pounds. She moves up to 135. Reasoning why she was out of those two bouts, concussion-like symptoms. I know it was reported in the media that she was dealing with headaches and issues like that, but now she's facing Bea Malecki, Sweden's Bea Malecki. This is a former world and European Muay Thai champion. She's 3-0, a perfect 3-0, coming in off the Ultimate Fighter season 28. It was a loss there, but she comes in, she faces Duda Santana at home, gets a win there in front of the Stockholm crowd, and now she's looking to capitalize on that in this fight against Veronica Macedo from Brazil. Matt, the odds in this fight have Macedo at a 2-1 favorite, minus 200. You have Bea Malecki at a plus 170. I think odds makers are looking at the fact that Veronica Macedo is more experienced, and she has a fight of the night under her belt against Andrea Lee, a performance of the night win in her last bout against Polyana Viana, an insane first-round submission there. Whereas Bea Malecki, again, just 3 professional fights. Like I said, former world Muay Thai champ, but this is one of those fights, and I'm going to set it up this way for you. I would avoid this one like the plague if you're trying to make a pick.
I bet on the over 100%, not because I think they're going to win, just because Veronica Macedo, I say this every single time we do these videos, you have to prove that you're a favorite at a certain point. And I get that she beat Polyana Viana, but her UFC career has been less than stellar, and she's that person who, they beat her, and then they've got a bunch of losses, but they have one win, and it's against Polyana Viana. And that's kind of what Veronica Macedo has at this point. She's well-rounded, she does kind of everything, but she's not really high-level at anything. And Malecki, this is something that not a lot of people are talking about. The size advantage alone that she's going to have in this fight is absurd. So she's massive.
Let me get into that. So Veronica Macedo, like I said, she was booked this fight at strawweight at the end of last year. Now she's moving up to bantamweight. She's 5'4", has a 64-inch reach. She's a southpaw. Bea Malecki's 5'9" and has a 74-inch reach. So she's got 10 inches of reach on her. She's an orthodox fighter, which doesn't mean a whole lot, but every now and again it's neat to see somebody that gets a look against the southpaw. And by the way, Bea Malecki trains at Fortis MMA with one of the better up-and-coming women's bantamweights in Macy Chason, and also Cheyenne Buys that's really doing things in LFA. So this is one of those fights that I'm going to agree with you here. I'm going to pick Bea Malecki in this one.
I didn't pick her yet, but I am going to pick her as well.
We're both going to go with Bea Malecki, but this is a really tough one if you're trying to predict it. And Matt, you're not going to want to miss the rest of our predictions because we're a little bit more certain with them for UFC Brasilia and Fight Night Picks. We always say, Matt,
let's